He's going to read a shortened version of a short story that he wrote during one of our free write times this week. The story takes place in ancient Israel. It's titled The Second Sesquipedalian Description of Sublime Chaos. Sesquipedalian means use of big words. Brian likes them. When Brian reads, he's reading from the perspective of two characters. So when he steps to the right, he's reading as Lamech. When he steps to the left, he's reading as Hasha.
Lamech. When the fighting started, I knew I had made the wrong choice to go to battle. Was it right to be a martyr for Israel and for God? Was it right to taste the somber, abject stage of death? Can I take watching my friends be slaughtered like pigs by the Philistines, or be captured and tortured by some profane Orthodox? Yes, I would, I thought to myself. Being a hero dead is better than an ignominious coward alive, and I charged viciously into the rage of war. Hasha. Dwump. A comrade next to me dropped down to the ground, an arrow stained with blood piercing through his heart. However, I felt no solicitude for his suffering. After all, I was here for the money, not to express audible cries for the dead. Then suddenly, I had an odious plan. Lamech would die today. He was kind, he was brave, he was venerated by most of the legion. Everything about him I envied. We had enlisted at the same time. We were supposed to be at the same rank, but he was 5 ranks ahead of me because of the bias of our legion. Why not have the pleasure of watching him exhale his last breath? Besides, the legion would think that a Philistine had killed him. 25 minutes later, the plan was sealed, and I anticipated the great impending murder. As I crept furtively towards Lamech, I saw him kneeling over a fallen soldier from our legion, apparently mourning his death. I don't know why Lamech is so stupid, grieving over a dead body. Then Lamech shattered my thoughts with a greeting. "How are you doing, Hasha?" I replied, "Good." "Come on, I need an opportunity," I thought. Lamech turned his head away briefly, and I saw my chance. I quickly pulled out my dagger and stabbed him in the back. He screamed with agony and collapsed onto the ground. Blood bubbled and gurgled from the wound. "Bye," I whispered. "You deserved it." And with that, I walked away, satisfied that Lamech would die. As I strolled along, I felt a tacit sense of joy. All this prodigious stress of being enemies with him had vanished just like that. I finally had my revenge. But then, shink! I glanced down and saw a javelin implanted in my chest. Without a word, my knees crumpled. My vision went blurry. This is not the death I deserved. I should have lived. I should have. My mind went blank and the world went black. Lamech. As I staggered away from my fellow Israelite's body, I saw Hasha walking towards me. I said to him, "How are you doing, Hasha?" He replied, "Good." I turned away to view the battle. Suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a glint of metal, and excruciating pain pervaded through my body. I let out a clamorous screech and collapsed to the ground. Blood seeped out of my wound like water from a broken pipeline. "Bye-bye, you deserved it," I heard Hasha whisper. And I finally realized that Hasha had plotted all along to kill me. As I lay there, I sent God a short prayer. "God, please bring me to heaven. I have been a faithful servant. Please, please." Thwump. A strange sound interrupted my prayer. Using my last ounce of energy, I turned my head to see Hasha's livid body sprawled next to me. Then my vision went blurry. "God, please. Thank you. I love." My mind went blank and the world turned white.